So how long should you wait after a workout before you work out again? Generally, I just say wait as long as you need until you're fully recovered. But that's not really the whole picture. So for the most part, that's a good idea. However, I've noticed that if you work out a little bit before that, when you're still a little bit sore and a little bit tight, that I have better force production. Some of my personal records, especially for some reason when I was younger, maybe just because I did it more than I do it now, came when I was not fully recovered. Actually, when I was in high school, I knew that my recipe for setting a PR was to do a light workout and then the next day go for the PR. Even though I would never normally work out like that. And it actually started by accident, because when I was on the wrestling team, sometimes I would say, hey, can I not work out? I want to go to the gym after class, or I want to go to the gym tomorrow, and if I work out today, it's going to mess up my workout for tomorrow. And sometimes there were multiple coaches, they would say, no, just go do like 5 sets of 10 pull-ups or something, and 5 sets of 10 push-ups. And I'm like, I don't really want to do it, but it's not too much, I'll do it. And I learned that it worked really good if I work out the day after that. Now that maybe wasn't so much because I wasn't fully recovered, but because I had activated the muscles, as I mentioned in my previous video. However, also in high school, I said, right before I turned, So right before I turned 15, at the end of my first year, I had worked out. Had a good workout, and the next day, there was wrestling practice. And the seniors were benching, I don't know how much they were benching, actually it must have been 205 pounds, because that's what I benched. So they were benching 205 pounds, and for whatever reason, I thought, I'm going to go do that also. So I go over there, and they spot me, and I did 3 reps at 205, dislocated one of my ribs from the cartilage, but I did it. And I was kind of surprised because I was still kind of sore. And after that, I started trying that actually, where instead of waiting until I was fully recovered, I would just wait until I was mostly recovered. Now, it's probably not a sustainable practice. If you do this every single workout, maybe you're gonna become overtrained and burnt out. But in certain situations, it's useful. Now, on the flip side, as I think I mentioned in my video last night about activating the muscles, oftentimes if I take a week or 2 off the gym, I'll actually come back stronger. So you see, it's interesting, whether you take a little less time or you take a little more time, you can come back stronger because there's different reasons for it. Nowadays, I tend just to take as much time as I need, but if I feel good contractions, I generally am going to go to the gym that day. And say I'm in my kind of PR mode, generally for bench press, because that's what I like. And say I did bench press the day before yesterday, and I'm walking around, and I'm always feeling my muscles. So I'm walking around, and I'm probably not going I guess I must be, but I always feel my muscles. I don't really think about how it looks walking around, if it looks odd going like this, but yeah, this is how I go to feel chest contractions the best. They're good right now, but when I feel them really feeling like they're gonna tear the muscle off the bone, that's when I know I'm gonna go to the gym. But sometimes I do have to stop myself, because you might have the perfect contractions, but if something else is not healed properly, you don't want to go do a PR and actually rip something else off the bone. So yeah, say your shoulder's hurting you, or say like part of the chest tendon is not healed properly, but you got those good contractions, probably not a good idea to go under your max weight. One time I really saved myself. I mentioned it in the video, I think, but I was feeling such good contractions. I really wanted to go do a PR. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been a PR. It would have just been a normal workout, but I really wanted to go hit chest because I was having such nice contractions. But there was something else going on, and I knew I shouldn't do it. But I had such good contractions, like the gym's just right over there. It takes me a couple minutes to walk there. I could just walk, do some chest, come back. And luckily, I managed to procrastinate myself until the gym closed. So then I went like the next day or the day after, and I went to, interestingly, I did not have as good of chest contractions because, so say this is your workout, and the up or down is the chest contractions. After your workout, it's kind of like they go down, then they come up, and then they come back down. So like the day after your workout, maybe they're going to be lower, but then the day after that, they're going to be higher, and then maybe like a day or 2 or 3 later, they come back down, they're lower. I mean, the time frame differs depending on how hard your workout was. But I came back a couple days later, a few days later, didn't have as good of contractions, but I went to do bench, and it's like, that doesn't feel good. It's a really good thing I didn't come a few days ago when it was even worse, because like just walking around and stuff, it felt fine when I went a few days later. What? Okay, I thought you were gonna get up. She said, less loud. So yeah, didn't do as good of a workout because the contractions weren't as good. I was more healed, but I realized that like if I actually pushed myself that day, and especially if I had pushed myself a few days before, it would have been bad. Also, I posted a full-length workout video, and I did deadlifts in it. I was feeling such good contractions, such good strength. I really wanted to do squats because my lower back that supports me in my squats and my legs were just really strong. But I knew, like, hey, I just did all these deadlifts. I don't deadlift that much. My body's worked out enough today. Like, objectively thinking, based on how I know myself, I should not do squats. But I felt like I should do squats. And I really wanted to do them. I'm like doing them in the air, getting ready to do them, because I almost always do that, where I'll just do the exercise without any weight first. And then I made the decision to do something else. And then I, like a few minutes later, feel my back. It's like, good thing I didn't do those squats. So you do have to be smart. You don't want to be under-recovered and hurt yourself. But sometimes you can take advantage of it to get the best workout. I will end it there. Hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. Check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. You can hire me for coaching, plans, consultations, whatever, for training, for diet, for supplements, for special supplements, but you don't need them because, as you might have noticed with the name of my Instagram, natural, as in no steroids, PEDs, and stuff. You don't need them to get in good shape. Also, I've got a website, andrewhutchings.org, where you can hire me for all that stuff. And I've got a book on tendinitis called A Systematic Guide to Defeating Tendinitis. If you've got tendinitis, I would get it ASAP. Probably Amazon can get it to you the fastest. That way you can get rid of your pain and start living life pain-free and enjoying it again, because you never get time back. So you don't want to waste it being in pain.